Kia ora everybody, welcome back to Mr. T's Toy House. You got me, Mr. T, and my mate Animal on my T. Today I actually don't have a large amount of premiums to be opening at the moment. So I'm going to go through probably one of my favourite silver series of this year. One that didn't come to my shop, and one I actually had to really get out there and hunt for it. But I got the whole set, so I'm going to open the whole set for you guys. I got my sharp knife, I got my glass of water. Cheers everybody. Bit of music in the background, it's my old band Nos. Just a musical band, we just play music. No words, just a lot of fun. It was me, a drummer, put together with a guy who plays harmonica and flute, and a heavy metal guitarist. We decided that the guy who played the harmonica, really wanted to try and take it as far away from blues as he could. So by mixing with me and him, the guitarist, we came up with this sound. So a bit of a unique sound, I hope. And you guys sort of exclusively get to listen to it because you can't find it on Spotify. You won't find it on YouTube. It's just something that we kept in amongst ourselves. And yeah, so we get to play as we please and share it to our friends. Alright, let's get on with it. So first and foremost, I'll let you guys see the set there. This is the Salt Flat series. Definitely one of my favourite silver series to come out this year. This car here is probably the most one that's, I believe, belongs in the Salt Flat series. It's a really cool casting. Probably my favourite casting of this one was the Moon Eye livery. It came out many years ago, and I had to hunt to find it. But now look, we've got one. Man, look, they should have slapped a Moon Eye on this. This would have been so much cooler with the Moon Eye. However, not too worried, as it looks really cool. The car's called Ground Effects. I'm going to chop her open. Alright, there she goes. There we go, you can see there. There's the casting in it, and it's delight. This thing here totally looks like it belongs on the Salt Flats of Utah. Very cool casting. Now I haven't checked to see, but now I do know this is a pop-off as well. All the past ones are pop-offs. However, it actually looks like they may have riveted this one right down. Yeah, oh, what a shame. I don't seem to be able to pop this one off in any shape or form. That's a bit of a bummer, because it looks really cool underneath. Yeah, no, bummer. Sorry about that. I should have grabbed one of my old ones and let you guys see what it looks like underneath. But I got kind of caught unawares there. I really thought this one would pop off, but she's well and truly riveted in there. Shame, Hot Wheels. I don't know why you do these, Mattel. Why you go back to doing things in its solid form. Anyway, still a very cool looking Salt Flat car. Second up, we've got this one called Solar Reflex. Now, I think it's a fantasy casting in my mind. However, I do think this one probably belongs on the Salt Flat a lot more than some of the others in the series. Because of the heat in Utah, the sun. Man, if anything's going to get solar power, it'll be something like this. Possibly one of the only actual fantasy casting in the set. Solar Reflex. kind of a cool looking casting, and I believe from what I've seen in the past, it's quite new. I believe it's only been out for 2 or 3 years, and you can see the big solar panels on the top there. Silver Series generally actually feels like a metal base, but generally they're plastic base, plastic wheels. That bothers me none, as they've generally got lots of detail, sort of detail in the back there, and we've got not a lot of detail on the front there, but the side here has a really wicked tempo on it. That's awesome choice. Alright, next in my list is one of my favourites is the Ford Thunderbird. It's one of those ones where I've sort of managed to collect a hell of a lot of the castings. I'll show you the castings that I have before I open this one. We've got here, this, I believe this was the first in the series, the Pinky. Can't remember the person's name, who it said it was. Might even say on there. No, it's just going to say the Ford Thunderbird. That's no shame. Anyway, I believe they were the people who raced this car. Very cool looking car, Pro Stock. There's another one here. Lots of detail on this one. The mixed up wheels, which Hot Wheels seems to do a lot lately. You can hear the song in the background here. I've got this thing with songs emulating trains, so this is another one that we did where we tried to imitate a train going up a hill, or starting, going up a hill, and then coming back down. Enjoy the song in the background as I show you these Pro Stock Thunderbirds. Plastic base. I think this one here, I believe, this one came out of a 5-pack. Sometimes it's so long since I opened some of these that I completely forget where they come from. This one here looks very similar to the one that I'm about to open. Mate, I don't know if these ever went on a salt flat, but man, I bet you these go like the clappers. These would be fast moving cars, plastic base, plastic wheels. Most of the Pro Stocks I have are mainline. Here we have the black version of it. I think I prefer it in black and plain white. There's the two side by side. Very cool casting, this one. I've done well to keep up with the majority of the castings. If I've got one missing, let me know. It would be really cool to know. This one here, this was an Ultra Hot. I really like this one. I dig the paint job on it. Classic Ultra Hot, you know, they've got a really mean ass paint job. Nice details. Cool finish. As I've mentioned before in the Ultra Hots, the modern Ultra Hots anyway, not a big fan of these disc wheels, but hey, it suits this car for sure. And that one there, that's got a metal base. Look at that, it's a nice metal base there. Always awesome to get a nice metal base on your cars, and it's quite hefty compared to the others. The one and only that I have in premium is this one here. This one came out in the Boulevard series. I think if you keep up with my channel, you'll know I opened this one up in and amongst my channel. So it's more of a recent casting. My channel's been going now approximately for about 2 years. For those that are subscribed, thank you very much. If you are enjoying it, please subscribe. Please keep in touch with what I'm doing. Lets me know who's out there watching. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, hit the like button. What I'm doing is opening them up so you guys don't have to. And I'm putting them all in a nice big collection of my own. that I don't sell. I don't really sell cars. I have been known around town to sell them, but they're generally ones that I have doubles of, or they're just really, I don't have the room for them anymore. Being a car collector, especially a Hot Wheels collector, man, eventually they just take up a whole lot of space. Plastic boxes, you name it. I do know of a couple of people that have a couple of garages filled with them. I'm sticking to the one garage and the space that I have at home. Not trying to get too carried away and covering walls with Hot Wheels, as it is a family home. It's not just my house, and my family don't need to be covered in Hot Wheels. Doesn't bother me now, mate. As you collectors, I'm sure, would love it too. Choice. Alright, the Pro Thunder, what are we calling that? I should know it by now. Pro Stock? Yeah. 1988 Ford T-Bird. I'm going to call it the Pro Stock T-Bird because it's very much so. Alright, that's my third car in the 5. Next one is this one here, a 1941 Willys. Beautiful, cool car. This is one of those cars I really like. I don't know how close it is to the real one. I believe it's very similar. But it's one of those cars that look like they're moving when they're standing still, which I think is a really cool look. And this one here, what a beauty. I do like it. I love the colour. I like the wheels they put on it. The hubs look amazing in this colour. Nice big white stripe running down the back and running down the front there over the engine. Details on the front. Not a lot of detail in the back, but really a car like this doesn't need detail in the back. You can see inside there, it's nice chrome finish on the inside. Very, very cool car. And a bit of detail on the bottom there, that's always nice to see, a bit of running train on the bottom. Yeehaw. Alright, that's number 4 of 5. The last one's my favourite. It's really what caught me was this set, it's this one here, the 1932 Ford. Now the Willys and the 32 Ford, look, I don't watch a lot of salt flat racing, but not really cars that I would picture racing down the salt flats. However, I love this casting, so yeah, definitely my favourite of the pick. Let's cut her open. Sharpie. This was a song written by the guy who plays the harmonica. You'll notice there's no harmonica in here. He decided he wanted to play the guitar in this song as well. Choice, look at that. This is a beautiful 32 Ford. I really love the colour. I don't mind the numbering on the side. I like the fact that it's got a bit of salt wash on the wheels. And the wheels are awesome. I don't know if this is a new design of wheels that's come out recently, but oh yeah, they look tops. They look really good with this 32 Ford. No details in the front, whereas they don't really need a lot of detail in the front. And they have actually done a little bit of detail on the back there. The metal base, always awesome to get a metal base. You collectors out there, keep your eyes out for the metal bases, man, because this is, they're the ones that are hefty. Put them on the track, they go really well. I said there was a little bit of salt sprayed up the side there. Just trying to see what this logo is in the back here. I can't quite make it out with my eyesight. Not getting any younger, son. Anyway, also they've got a bit of salt spray over the top here, which is really cool. Matte blue. This is a new thing. I don't see too many matte blue cars out there. Very, very cool. I still believe I've got a bit of time. So I I will go find you a premium and I'll whip that open right in front of you. Choice. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't realise, I thought it'd take a little bit longer. You got this one here, look, you can see $21.99. This is what we pay for a 2-pack now. It's at Farmers anyway. Farmers is always that little bit dearer than most other places. I'm a big AMC collector. I do have this one here, so I will probably on-sell this one once I've opened it. Either that or I'll keep it and use it as I might paint it my own little colours. Put its own wheels on. So yep, let's open this. You guys in the past would have seen I have opened these ones, and I have opened this one too. So there you go, I've got all 3 2-packs soon to be opened. Time for a wee drinky poo, thank you. Believe it or not, the sun's shining. It's autumn to winter here. It is cold, but we get these nice cold starts to the day and a beautiful sunny day, which I love. Now the guy who plays the harmonica is showing off his skills here. He pulled out a Indian wooden flute and started busting this out. So between me and the guitarist, we decided we'd try and make it into something. And this is what's come out of it in the recording session. Get this out here. AMC, I do have a few AMCs in my collection. The American Motor Company. They're very cool cars. And I don't really see too many of these over here, so I'm always stoked to get them. Now I believe this one here originally came out on a team transport, which I had to open because I'm right into these cars. I may have even opened it on the show. It might have been a while ago now though. Very cool, premium, nice wheels, metal base, details on the back, details on the front, and an immaculate paint job. This is why I collect these premiums, man, because compared to all the others, man, you guarantee you've got yourself a shit hot car. And it's a casting that I normally like. Starting to catch up with all the castings that I really like. Try not to get too carried away in my collection, as it is growing a lot, especially doing these opening shows. So if in time I start slowing down, it's because I've kind of caught up with a lot of what I want, and a lot of what I need. I've probably got more than what I need anyway. So the Javelin, cool looking Javelin. I don't know if this is a new casting of the Javelin. I would have to go through my AMC collection. As you've found out, this was just a sort of a last minute pull for me. I thought I had a bit of time. Still wanted you guys to hear a bit of the music in the background. And I love opening cars for you guys and me as well. It's not just about you, it's about me too. They've got rubber wheels there. They could be plastic wheels by the look of them, but they are definitely rubber. And a metal base with a train underneath there. The exhaust train you can see running out there, coming right out to the sides. Air dam at the front there. A bit of an air dam at the back, not a lot, but it's there. Choice. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you've got mates out there that like Hot Wheels, share it to them. That will help me as well. Very, very cool. Wileys, love this car. Looks so good in red with these wheels. One Pro stock to add to the Mini. One solar reflex. Solar powered. Very cool. It actually reminds me of the money clip. You could almost just about clip some cash under there, but hey, it's a solar panel that doesn't seem to do anything. I don't believe it moves, no. And one ground effects, that top doesn't come off, which I'm really a little bit pooed about, but that's okay. I've still got my Moon Eye one that I know the roof comes off, and you can see all that cool plastic chrome interior underneath. Very cool. Alright everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'll keep up some shorts after this, so it keeps this channel moving on, and I'll be opening some more main lines in the future. As my premiums build up, I will add to them, and open more premiums for you. But I've really they've been a bit far and few lately, and like I say, I work from only 2 shops. That's Farmers and the Warehouse, and you got to be quick. You got to be in to win. All right, everybody. Cheers. Double thumbs.